what have you learned about human beings in general from working with 22 or then 21 sets of twins as they tried to implement these very new habits for many of them?
Yeah. Well, so I mean, I've worked with 2,000 people in more than 24 studies. And so they're really more similar than different. There's a lot of people willing to change, willing to experiment. I think we do a great job in the beginning of saying, look, if you're not willing to be randomized to both diets, if you're not willing to be honest with us about your diet, don't sign up. Read about it. It'll be in the papers. It'll be in a journal. But if you want to do this, be prepared that if you can't follow the instructions that we had, we actually really need to hear that so that other people will know that it was hard or too hard or it was a challenge and here's how you overcame it. And I just have some funny anecdotes to share. I'll just wrap them all up in one. It's amazing what people will call and tell us to say, oh, I'm so embarrassed. I have to do a diet assessment today. And I have to tell you that I was at a party and somebody had this thing and I had some. How much did you have? Well, I had a cup. I said, okay, and how about the other days? No, the other days I was fine, but today I had a cup of that thing. It's like, okay, thank you for being so honest.
So none of them were supposed to drink during this whole thing? I guess.
No. So I'm picking a cup as just like if there was something they weren't supposed to drink. Of
whatever it was, okay.
Very small infractions. And their reaction of guilt to the small infractions are really endearing. They're like, oh my God, America and the world are counting on me to do this. And I screwed them over because I had that one thing that was 30 calories yesterday. And it's like, no, you're not kicked out of this study. That was part of this. But Dotsie, to get maybe more directly to your comment there, which was, I think, captured actually really well in the docuseries, was when they were getting randomized and they had agreed to be on either one. Some of them clearly had a preference. If you'll remember, at one point, and I say this in all my studies, I say, okay, you're about to start the study. We're about to randomize you. Think of the one you want the least and expect to get that one because your luck sucks. And they're like, oh, yeah, well, that might happen, right? And so you could see as we did this big reveal, so I say, oh, he was right. He told me I might get the one that I didn't want. It was quite a mixed reaction. Some of them really wanted to try vegan and somebody were really dreading the fact that they might get it. And there were a lot of comments in the docuseries of, oh my God, I've started. What have I done to myself? Some of the twins have called us back now and asked if we can help them both go vegan.
Fun.
And we've asked if they would be willing to do it socially or to do it on social media and to track. So we're sort of working on some things with some of them. Not all, but some certainly. Stanford did a little blurb on some of the twins that weren't actually featured in the docuseries. And one of those for sure changed diet, went vegan for months and kind of settled in at vegetarian and feels really great about it. So yeah, I think a lot of them made changes that are standing the test of time.
Where are the cheese bros?
They are going to work with us. That's one of the pairs that wants to both go vegan. Yeah, Michael and Charlie called us up and we actually just created something powered by plants that we have on a website. And we sort of have a 4-week starter plan for you and some videos and some encouragement and some resources. So it's pretty fun.
Very cool. You just poweredbyplants.com or where people can go check it out?
Just put it up. Yeah. So you might need to start looking at nutrition.stanford.edu. It's probably in there.